guys, and welcome back to my channel. First off, long time no see. I have not uploaded a video in probably about a month now. The last video you would have seen is my engagement video, which I still can't get my head around the fact that I'm engaged. Like, what the heck? So I thought for today I'm going to do a bit of a glammed look. I'm hoping to do some Christmassy videos as the weeks come. I'm going to probably do one of us putting up our Christmas decorations and that sort of thing. So yeah, also you probably noticed that I've got a different background. That is because the dressing room is no longer a dressing room, it's now like a laundry room. So if we've got washing to hang up and stuff, we put it in there, only because downstairs we don't really have the space to put washing out and stuff. So that is why my dressing table and all my drawers and everything are now back in the bedroom. So all the wardrobes there, the chest of drawers and everything, that is all mine. And then all of Matt's stuff is actually in the spare room, which he actually uses that now more as an office anyway, so it's quite nice that he gets to use that space that I've been able to use for quite a while. So yeah, so today I'm going to be doing a sort of get ready with me glammed makeup look. The only thing that I won't be using in this video, which I'm a little bit annoyed about, is eyelashes, purely because I don't have any eyelash glue. I thought I had some, but I think I threw it away not too long ago, purely because it just went out of date and it wasn't that tacky anymore. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a sort of glam to get ready with me today, hence why I look the way I do. Yeah, it's not a good look, so I'm going to get right on with this video, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Please smash a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for me, it would mean a lot to me. Okay, so I'm going to start off by using my number 7 City Lights Tinted Moisturiser in the shade medium to dark. Now I've actually been using this a lot recently, again just because it's got SPF in it and I just like how it feels on my skin, and normally I use this as a primer as well as just a moisturiser. So put the tinted moisturiser on my skin. Brush I actually got from Home Bargains the other day. It's from the Olivia Hale range, and I'm not even joking you, this brush I use for foundation, tinted moisturiser, anything really, and it's one of the best brushes I've ever used, and it was only like £2. It was such a bargain and I absolutely love how it feels on my skin. It's just a really like fluffy sort of brush, just find it blends it all in quite nicely. Okay, so now I've put on my tinted moisturiser, I'm actually going to be using my MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NW15, which is the shade I use. Okay, so now I have put on my foundation, I'm next going to go in with some concealer. So the concealer I've actually been loving at the moment is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. I actually really like the new packaging that they use, and I use Light Vanilla number 9, which was the same as Cool Medium when they used to do like Cool Medium number 2, I think it was. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my blemishes on my skin. Luckily at the moment my skin's not too bad. With my concealer I go in, I've got this old eyeshadow brush that I just try and blend it in with slightly. Okay, so now I have done that, I'm next going to do my contour. Yeah, so for my contour, I actually got this the other day from Home Bargains for, it was literally £1.49. First off, love the packaging, how pretty it is. Don't know if it's going to focus. There you go, so that is the packaging of the Olivia Hale foundation stick. I actually use the darkest shade, which is Espresso. Now all I normally do is kind of go round, sort of shape my cheekbones. Okay, so once I've done my contour, I then go in with the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in Fair 1. I've actually still got the old bottle of this because I haven't been able to go and get a new one yet, but I've still got plenty in this one to use. And then normally with the concealer, I just go under the eyes. After I have put all the sort of different shades on my face for the contour, I'm then going to go in with the beauty blender and just blend it all in. Now I'm actually going to go in with a really pale powder and just go over the top of where I put the lighter concealer. So now I have done my face and everything, I'm then going to go in and do my eyebrows. So now I have gone in and done my eyebrows, I'm next going to be using the e.l.f. eyebrow gel, which is actually a product that I bought not knowing what it was going to be like, and I actually really like it because it's very similar to the Gimme Brow, but it's almost like half the price. Okay, so now I have done my face and my eyebrows, I'm just going to go in with the Olivia Hill eyeshadow palette. I actually also got this from Home Bargains for £1.50, and I'm not even kidding you, it's one of the best eyeshadow palettes I've actually used. I mean, look at the colours. Look how insane they are. They're like very bronzy, very gold sort of colours, and that is my go-to sort of palette, as you will know by my trusty Nip and Fab palette, which is basically exactly the same colours, but this one's just slightly bigger, and I mean for £1.50. So I'm going to start by putting on my eyelids some of the Collection Lasting Perfection No. 1 concealer. Tried eyeshadow primers before, and I find for me the best thing that works is just a really light concealer. Right, so now I have done the concealer on top of my eyelids. I'm then going to go in with the lightest shade from the Olivia Hill palette, this one. I always start with a really, really light colour and then work on top of it. Okay, so now I have done the base. I am then going to stick with the same brush, but I'm going to go in with a slightly darker colour, but still sticking quite light. So I'm going to probably go for both of these two and kind of blend them together. There you go, so now my eyelids are both the same colour. I'm now going to go in with my MAC blending brush, which I absolutely love, and I'm going to go straight in for this sort of coppery sort of colour, and just really build up and work on that. I'm also going to use a bit of this sort of orangey sort of base as well, and just try and blend the two together. Okay, so now I have done my eyeshadow on top of my eyelids. I'm just going with this really thin sort of flat brush, just to go slightly under my eyes, just to make it a bit more of a smoky, dramatic look. So now, as you can see already between the eyes, this one looks a lot more dramatic, a lot more smoky, whereas this one is a lot more still sort of daytime sort of look. So for a glam look, I normally put a bit more under my eye just to make my eyes look really bold and sort of pop a bit more. Okay, so now I'm kind of sort of done with my eyeshadow. I'm actually going to put on a bit more of the Lasting Perfection concealer just under my eyes, just where the eyeshadow slightly come down onto my skin. And what I'm going to do is, just while that is sort of setting a little bit, I'm going to go in and actually use some of my Lip and Fab palette just to try and make the corners of my eyes just a slight bit darker. So I'm actually going to be using this sort of like burgundy red just to kind of stick with the theme of the copper look. So now I have completely finished my eyes. I'm just going to blend in the concealer again. Okay, so now I have finished with my eyes and my base makeup. I am now going to go in and put on some eyeliner. I was actually watching Jamie Genevieve's one of her videos the other day of her makeup hacks, and it's kind of taught me a new way to sort of do eyeliner. One thing I have actually been doing, instead of going straight in with the liquid pen, is actually shaping the eye first. This eyeliner from a glossy box, and I'm actually going to be using the drag side, which, as you can see, is just a very pointy sort of eyeliner pen. And what I'm actually going to be doing is just shaping the eye first and then filling it in with a liquid one. So now I've outlined the eyeliner, I'm now going to use my Makeup Gallery Pro Liquid Liner. Again, I get all of these from Poundland and they're the best eyeliners I've ever used. Okay, so now I have done my eyeliner. This is when I would have actually been putting on eyelashes, but like I said, annoyingly, I don't have any eyelash glue. The eyelash glue I obviously had, I threw away because I think it just went out of date and just wasn't very like tacky anymore. But I'm actually gonna go in and do my eyelashes. Now, there's a couple of mascaras that I've been loving at the moment. This one, which is the Black Magic Mascara Drama and Curl by Eyeshadow, which I actually got from a glossy box. Now, I love this mascara. I love how the consistency of it. I love how it makes my eyelashes look. They look really long when I put it on. So yeah, and the brush is actually curved, so it just gives the eyelashes a really nice sort of effect. It just helps them look a little bit less clumpy. Okay, so now I have pretty much finished my eyes and my base. I'm actually going to now finish off the look with some bronzer. Now, this bronzer, as you can tell, is getting very close to the end, so I'm going to have to go and get some more, but this is actually the NYX Professional Makeup Matte Bronzer in medium. I love this bronzer. I think it's really good. Again, love the pigmentation of it and everything. So I can define my nose with bronzer. I'm going to go in with a slightly smaller brush and just sort of shape that a little bit. And then finally, to finish off this sort of glammed makeup look, I am going to be going in with my MAC Silver Dusk Iridescent Powder, just for the highlight. I'm going to be using my fan brush as well. And one thing I also do like to do sometimes with my highlighter is just go underneath my eyebrows just to highlight them slightly. Give them a bit of a glow as well. Okay, so that is pretty much my finished sort of glammed makeup look. As you can tell, it's a lot different from some of the other makeup looks that I have previously done. I absolutely love doing this sort of makeup look. I just love the sort of bold eyes. I love the colours that I've used. Normally when I do sort of a glam makeup look, I normally sort of go for reddy sort of gold tones on my eyes, and try and keep it looking sort of quite dewy, quite bronze. So I always use like a crocodile sort of clip to clip my hair up with. Now, if I was going out or, like I said, actually doing something, then I would probably curl my hair or make it wavy. But like I said, today where I'm just in the house, not really doing much, I'm just going to go in and just make it a little bit more straight. Normally, since me and Matt have actually been engaged, and since you saw this all last on the footage, we've just been kind of enjoying the engagement really. Like, I mean, obviously it was a lot for Matt to do, for him to plan. So yeah, I mean, it's been crazy. We've had loads of lovely gifts from like friends and family, which has been like so appreciated. Like, really appreciate like everything that everyone's done for us already. So yeah, it's just been a bit of a whirlwind. Like I said, wasn't really expecting to get engaged this year, but do you know what, I'm over the moon that we did. Like, it's just made this year such a better year. I mean, obviously it hasn't exactly been a bad year. Obviously losing my job in the first place was bad, but then getting a job which was like just as good was obviously amazing, and then getting the cats was good, and then everything was kind of falling into place, and then got engaged, and now the whole country's back in lockdown again. When we actually got engaged, the rule of 6 was in place, so obviously when we went to Centre Parks there was only 6 of us. So yeah, it was like crazy. We haven't been able to have like a proper party of any of like our family or Matt's family. Like, we haven't even really seen much of Matt's family, purely because just like we just haven't been able to. Since we came back from Centre Parks, life was just busy and we haven't been able to see the people that we wanted to see. But yeah, so I mean, it's obviously very exciting, but I think there are definitely plans in place for next year to have some sort of an engagement party, hopefully. As you all know, I love a party. I love being able to go out and enjoy myself with everyone that I love. And the fact that we haven't been able to do that kind of sucks. Like, I always planned on like getting engaged and then going and having a party and being able to celebrate it, but obviously that hasn't happened, which is fine. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, this year is, in general, has just been crazy. But yeah, so hopefully there are talks of an engagement sort of party next year. Not exactly sure when or where, or even if we can, if COVID's still around. But yeah, so that is pretty much a sort of an update on the whole wedding front. Again, it's really exciting. Okay guys, so that is pretty much the finished sort of look. So as you can see, I've done my glam sort of makeup look. Like I said, I haven't been able to use eyelashes, which sucks. Really wanted to put some on, but do you know what, like I said, I'm not going anywhere today, so it's not a big deal. And I just finished by straightening my hair, going over with the hair straighteners. I'm trying my best at the moment not to use heat on my hair, purely because I just want my hair to try and grow slightly for the wedding, whenever that may be. Like I said, you will be kind of getting more videos on when we're getting married and stuff in the future. But yeah, so that is pretty much my finished sort of glam look. Again, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please smash the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for me. It would mean a lot to me. Like I said, hopefully I'm going to be just filming a bit more and uploading a little bit better. I haven't been uploading very well at all. I think I just kind of got into a really good habit of it last lockdown, and then going back into work completely fell out of the habit of filming, and now I'm trying to get myself back into that habit again of trying to film and upload as quick as I can. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Again, please smash the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below for me. Would mean a lot as always, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye!